Hello everyone and welcome to the Stock Market Sensei channel once again. Today we're going to be doing kind of a market review of the week. I plan to do weekly reviews, so how about we see how the market performed this week. Overall it was a positive week, downtrending here towards the end. Potentially could end negative. It really depends on how I'm recording this in the middle of the day Friday, so it really depends on where we turn. We're trending downward right now, which is not a great sign. As you see, S&P 500 here. We're going to go for the week. Alright, we are up for the week. Starting around $2,668. Now $2,684. Not a huge increase, but overall, it's good to see the market green. That's always something you're looking for. Same story with the Dow as well as the NASDAQ. Middle of the week trending very high, but these past 2 days, both Thursday and Friday, were days that were red, and I'll get into a little bit of why that could be, what's going on. Overall, it was a very low volume week. Not much trading happening, not much news, not much was said between with our current political issues we're facing possibly. Worldwide, I know we're having some tensions right now with other countries, naturally, but nothing really has developed in that. In fact, China had backed down from some of their threats on importing or on tariffs and regarding automakers, so they actually got rid of some of those laws, which I don't know if they'll follow through with, but actually in general that's beneficial for our economy, so not bad. I'm curious to see what kind of news is coming out next. Naturally, I know there should be something coming up here with how things have been that's going to send the market down into a spiral. I can guarantee it's happening, but only good buying opportunities. So as you see now on the day, NASDAQ's kind of taking a big hit. A lot of that's going to be the first stock really that I would like to talk about here, Apple. Typically, it's good to look at how the FANG stocks are doing, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. See how those guys are doing for the week, and that's a pretty good indicator of how the market in general is doing. As you see here, Apple's been having a great week, but these past 2 days have been insane. Down somewhere near 9% over the past 2 days alone. A little upsetting, not great as a Apple shareholder myself. Not good to see, but it does present a buying opportunity, and personally that's something I'm interested in. It's a good buying point. Part of this is due to recent news that their current screen provider LG will not be able to meet their requirements of screens they need for the iPhone X. Their OLED screens are not going to be able to produce by them, and they might have to go to competitor Samsung in order to get those filled, which naturally, if you're relying on a competitor, probably not good for you. But in general, great stock, so always keep an eye out on that. And I believe personally this is part of the reason why the market's been weighed down. Back to what else we got here. Another big one, Facebook, naturally, with their whole Cambridge Analytica as well as data selling scandal they have going on. Personally, it's all news to me. I don't really care much. There are companies doing a lot worse than Facebook's doing, so I believe Facebook in general is not actually too at fault here for what they're doing. They're extremely profitable and honestly just a great company to invest in. So Facebook, good pick. Hopefully everyone bought the dip back then. I don't believe it's going to be dipping back anywhere near where it went. It went into the 150 range. Let's take a look back here. Yeah, trading around 150 not too long ago. Start of April. Great time to pick it up if anyone did. If not, there could be potential coming up here for a little bit more buying opportunity. But overall on the week, positive week. Started at around 164 per share. Sitting at 167 per share, so not a bad increase at all. Next stock I would like to talk about is GE. Very important one. As you see here, if you look at that 1 day, that's crazy. Currently they are up around 5% today. and that's off an earnings release that they've just released this morning, actually, pre-market, and it was very positive, actually. GE's been a company that has lost an incredible amount of market share recently. They had a terrible earnings report at the end of last year, and just a bad last year in general. Look, full year out, I mean, started around $30 a share 1 year ago, and down to 14. But there's a chance it's bottomed out, as this earnings release might have shown. You see here this huge jump. This whole week everyone's been anticipating it, so they've been buying in more. So it's been steadily increasing. They beat on their earnings per share by 4 cents per share, which is honestly for them not bad at all. It's actually a very good change for them, as well as they beat on revenue and increased around 6% year over year, which is absolutely great for them. And I don't necessarily see too much upside as far as GE goes. Personally, it's not a stock I am interested in, but it is something I wanted to bring up because it is a pretty big news factor here, as recently they've been in the dumps, as you could say, due to their dividend cut. They cut their dividend last time they released earnings because they weren't profitable enough to even afford that. They didn't have enough cash to do that, to pay what they were paying, and they were paying a great dividend. But now their yield is okay. Nothing spectacular about the stock, honestly. I don't see too much upside here. Overall, it's an okay stock, but not definitely not a winner, I wouldn't say. Last stock I would like to talk about, we have Amazon. And Amazon also announced a little special announcement this week, trending upwards naturally, based on some information about their Prime subscriptions, and there was a significant increase in Prime subscriptions, and that was great news for them. So that is why you see, boom, perfect graph there. That's a good 1 week chart, let me tell you. Starting around $1,435 a share, sitting at $1,549 a share now. I mean, that's an excellent week for them. And that Prime subscription news was actually really good, so it looked really good for him. And I know this is helpful, hopefully, in trying to get the market up right. Amazon performing well is usually a good sign the market is going to hopefully turn up. As we see this, just as of recording this, we've already shot down another 0.2% on the S&P, the Dow, and the Nasdaq jumped another 0.1 down. So not great to see. I'd like to see how we end today. Naturally, everything's near its daily lows, as you can tell. Hopefully, I'll be every week adding a couple stocks to look at. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you for watching. Bye.